Hey, so the question today, actually a statement. I got diagnosed in 2007 with hypothyroidism after having my son. Then a week later, my gallbladder cut out. I've been on medication for years, but kept seeing people talking about endocrinologists. I have never been to one. Should I be seeing one? Cause none of the doctors I've ever seen for primary care ever referred me to one. So here's the $50 million question. Hello, I'm Lisa J. your Essential Oil Girl, and I've had Hashimoto's for 38, 39 years, and I just got some comparison stories. I am not a doctor. I just have an opinion and a little life experience. So, endocrinologist, right? My experience only. Um, Whenever I was finally diagnosed with Hashimoto's, my doctor, my GP, who finally figured it out, if you know, you know, sent me to an endocrinologist with blood work in hand. And of course, I got there and they wanted to do more blood work. And the gentleman that I saw did not even um, touch me, right? I'm old. I'm 65. So I was thinking, back in the day, you expected the doctor to look in your ears and do all to get this guy didn't do it, which was strange to me. But he didn't check for anything, but he ordered a lot of tests, right? Why touch if you can charge? That's my He didn't say that, but that's what I felt like, right? So did these different tests, and of course the only thing, if you have Hashimoto's, if the numbers come back and they can say check, yes, you have Hashimoto's, their knee-jerk reaction, if they're an endocrinologist, in my experience, I've been to two different ones, in my experience, they just say, well, we need to take your thyroid out. And I was like, that seems extreme. So 38, 39 years ago, I told them, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. So they medicated it, right? Um, Endocrinologist, it, let me give you a different example. That's not a really good example. My husband, and, I've been married for 1,000+ years. So my husband was having a little back issue. And instead of, and yes, I am judgmental about this all day long, because at the time, still, I can't tell him what to do. He has to do it himself. Instead of going to a doctor, he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, yeah, you got something in the back. And instead of going to the next step up, which might be, I don't know, a physical therapist to see if there's something they can work out, or, the baby steps, he went right to a surgeon. He didn't do the middleman steps to get to the surgeon. He went from the GP to the surgeon. And guess what the surgeon did? Oh, let's sign you up for surgery. Hindsight, probably not the smartest idea. Hindsight, there was some natural things that we could have done. And now that I know about doTERRA essential oils, I'm 100% confident we could have prevented both of those. He had two different surgeries, by the way, over the course of 5 years before I was in doTERRA. Anyway, long story short, I feel like going to an endocrinologist is the same thing. You go to the GP, and if you go to the endocrinologist, it's like going to the surgeon. And what do the surgeons do for a living? They do surgery. Whether you that's what they're there for. So I think if I had it over to do again, and I'm just talking because, I can talk. GP, yes, but endocrinologist would be the last thing I did. I think if I had it over to do again and start baby steps, I would go to endocrinologist. I would not go to endocrinologist because they're very expensive for one, and that's their answer. They want to take out your thyroid. And then they'll say, "Oh, you got nodules," right? Y'all, 98% of people have nodules going on their thyroid. But since you're in there, they want to do a biopsy on your nodules, even though they're 90% sure that they're not a problem. They're going to want to do a biopsy. Ching, 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 ching. Being sick is expensive, guys. I didn't do that either. I wouldn't let them do that. And I'm still alive. Go figure. I know cancer, blah, blah, blah. That's a real thing. So don't be stupid. But I'm just saying, follow your gut. Follow your gut. Your gut knows. So I think my second step would be to go to find a good dietitian, because what is really causing our Hashimoto symptoms is our gut. Our gut is terribly out of order, is terribly unhappy, and it's got some major things going on. That's what needs to be addressed, not the thyroid. The gut needs to be addressed. So I think I would go to either get you. I have a really good doctor now, and I have I have a link below that will take you to some of the information that I've collected. One of them is my doctor, and my doctor is an online guy, meaning that you can live in Chicago and see the doctor. You can live in Hawaii and see this doctor, right? It's all on computer. It gets the blood work done, the whole thing. It's really so super efficient, right? It's expensive. Not gonna lie, doctors are expensive. But he's got a lot of things that we're working on with my gut. So I might find some. So if you want to, he does consultations. I don't know, $40 or something to do a consultation, but he could do a consultation with you to see if he can help. That would be another doctor I would go to before I would go to an endocrinologist, right? Because they're more concentrating on curing you or helping your body heal itself, right? Whereas the endocrinologist is going to want to remove body parts to fix it. And if you take out your thyroid, that does not mean your autoimmune disease goes away, by the way. Okay? It just opens up a whole nother can of worms. So she hasn't seen an endocrinologist. Should she see one? I think I would make that a last resort. Because I can tell you right now, you can call me up and I'll tell you what the doctor's going to tell you. We need to get your thyroid taken out. That's what you do for that. That's what you do for Hashimoto's, and that's not true. That's not a true statement. They are learning so much more about what's actually causing autoimmune diseases that they have no business telling you that anymore, unless it's something real. Always exceptions. Always exceptions. Grain of salt. I'm just talking my opinion. Skip the endocrinologist as long as possible. I would go to a natural doctor like I said, I've got a link below. You can, or go to a nutritionist, just somebody that's going to help you work on your gut, and that's going to help with your Hashimoto's. Endocrinologist, if either of those two people say you've got to go to the endocrinologist because they think something more is going on, then yeah, go for that. But I would think your GP, if there was any other red flags, he would have sent you to one. But it's not actually something the endocrinologist can fix. It's not fixable. You have to fix it. It's your gut. You get to choose your hard. You get to start watching what you eat. You got to track your food. You got to figure out what you can eat and what you can't eat and help heal your gut. That's what I think about that post, y'all. I know. Is it rambly? Maybe a little rambly, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I've been disappointed by both, and both of them told me the same thing. You need to take your thyroid out, and you got nodules, so we need to do some kind of biopsy, which I chose not to do. And here I am. It's been 20 years since I've seen either one of those, and I'm doing hunky-dory. Got my online doctor that's doing magical things with my gut, and I am happily to tootling along. All right, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. So, do you need to see an endocrinologist? All right, love you guys. You got this. Don't worry. You got this. You got this. Fill your head with knowledge. You got this. All right, love you. Bye.